Well, Will here with some cool stuff today. All right, so I got a question. Let's just get right into it. So when you're asleep, right? You're sleeping, right? You're dead to the world. You're sleeping, but you're dreaming, right? You're having a dream. Who's watching the dream? That's my question for you. Seriously, who's watching the dream? hmm It's not a memory. I mean, it is a memory once you wake up, but I mean, when you're dreaming, you're watching the dream, right? Who's watching that? You're sleeping, right? So my question's pointing to the two dimensions of our being, right? There's the dreamer, the body-mind complex, doing its stuff, and then there's the conscious awareness, it's watching the dream, right? So we're going to take this concept and we're going to look at conscious awareness applied to the principle of power. Okay, because it's all about power, guys. And since I've been studying, right, to become a counselor, we're going to talk about some psychological theories here. We're going to talk about attachment theory to look at power and to look at conscious awareness. Okay, we're going to change the term conscious awareness to being seen. Okay, and we're going to look at attachment theory, connect this with power. So when you're a kid, if your parents see you, they really see you for who you are. They see your needs, if they see your tastes, your preferences, what you like, and they try to attend to what they really see. If they're really conscious of you, they're consciously aware, right? Then your needs are met. You're going to form secure attachment. This is attachment theory, okay? So say your parents are kind of like, they kind of are present sometimes, but not all the time. Sometimes they see you. They see that you are a child, you're a human being, and you have needs. Maybe they don't necessarily know what those needs are. They're not able to see your needs. They're only seeing their own anxieties about being a mom or being a parent or having unresolved issues, right? So they don't attend to your needs fully. You get your needs met. Sometimes you don't get your needs met other times. Maybe you get yelled at for having needs some of the times. So you're going to develop anxious attachment, okay? So say you have different parents, you grow up, they don't see you, they don't see your needs. In fact, when they're reminded of you and they're reminded of the reality that they have to meet your needs, the child is met with anger. And, this is kind of like abusive situations, supreme invalidation situations. The child is not seen at all, or he is met with anger for being alive. He tries to be unseen. And this is called avoidant attachment, right? So if we look at attachment theory and we relate it to seeing, to conscious awareness, we see that and then there's a disorganized one too, and I think that's even worse. That's at the far end of not being seen or being seen as bad because you receive abuse all the time. But we see that it's a spectrum of conscious awareness. That if you want to make a good person, a secure, healthy person, if you want to give a person power, essentially, you have to see them, right? This is what we're talking about. So, because the people at the, in anxious and avoidant and disorganized like attachments, like they struggle in life. They use that as an indicator to predict disorders later in life, success later in life. They can look at people who have problems as adults and they can connect it to attachment, secure attachment, that people are good. They're like function normal. They don't have problems, right? So we see that conscious awareness, seeing another human being for who they are, for what they are, not seeing our own problems, right? And projecting that onto them. That's like our superpower. And those people who were seen, they were given power. And the people who weren't seen, they weren't given any power, right? So this is kind of what we're talking about. Conscious awareness as your superpower. Like if you take a seed of a plant and you plant it in the dirt, and you water it every day, and you make sure it gets just the sun it needs. I got some house plants, and I move them around, and sometimes they get too much sun, and I can see that, oh, they're not doing so well. And I can move them and put them in a different place, and then they don't get too much sun, and they look good. And I take ones that need a lot of sun, and I put them in the sun, and they get the sun, and then they look good, right? So, and then the plants, I come into my house, I see my plants, and they make me feel good. They give me a sense of power, right? I feel good. If I feel good, I can do what I got to do. If I don't feel good, I can't do what I got to do. You see what I'm saying? So, and if you take a plant and you give it what it needs, it's going to grow. It's going to be a healthy plant. I got some plants, I don't give them what they need, and they're dying, and they don't look good, and they're not healthy. They're not powerful plants. I see them, and I want to throw them away, right? You see what I'm saying? Like, conscious awareness is our superpower. All right, wow, Willie, what are you saying to me? Okay, well, this is what I'm saying to you. Usually I make long videos. This is kind of a shorter video, and it's tripping me up. Are you looking at yourself? Are you looking at yourself as you really are, free from evaluation, free from any reaction, free from any judgment? Are you really looking at yourself? Really consciously observing yourself? Because if you're only seeing who you think you should be, then you're not going to be giving yourself any power, because you're not going to be seeing yourself. But if you really look at yourself for who you are on the mental and physical levels, right, then you can give yourself power. All right? Are you really seeing the people in your life for who they really are? Or are you only seeing memories of what they did to you? Or are you only seeing who you think they should be in terms of who you think you are, right? Are you really giving these people power? Are you really exercising your superpower with these people in your life by really seeing them as who they are? All right, well, start looking. Start looking. Start exercising your superpower, and you will empower yourself, and you will empower others. That's my message. All right. Wow, Willie out.